Shalom, y'all. Shalom, everyone. This is Avi Lipkin here in Israel, getting ready for a beautiful trip to the United States. I hope it will be beautiful. But I meanwhile want to thank Ann Stacy for her invitation to speak on the 23rd, which is going to be on a Tuesday, 23rd of June. I believe it's going to be a luncheon. And so I am going to prepare a few 5-minute segments. And we're going to discuss different subjects which are of interest to Americans, Jews, and Christians, probably Muslims as well. What I wanted to talk about in this segment is to talk about the situation in Israel today after Israel's elections. We now have a government, probably overinflated because of the unusual coalition that has been put together between Benjamin Netanyahu, Benny Gantz, and of course, the Labor Party. um, Frankly, I'm happy because after a year and a half of elections in which my party, the Bible Bloc Party, participated in 3 elections, um, all of the people in Israel are really very tired of all these elections, in addition to the terrible cost. And people just want a government. And we want to have our leaders doing their job. And out of all of the troubles that we had with these elections came the coronavirus, which we are hopefully getting over now. And I'm hoping that indeed I'm traveling to the States. I'm among the first Israeli Americans to return to the United States to give lectures. And I'm hoping that we will be able to raise funds also for the Bible Bloc Party, because at some stage, because of the vicissitudes of Israeli politics, we could have elections, fourth elections, again in 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. We cannot know at this time, will there be some kind of a crisis in the Israeli political structure which will require new elections. Also, we have now a growing confrontational problem with the Palestinian Authority and the Hamas because of our plans to annex the Jordan River Valley Rift, as well as the areas in which our settlements are located, to bring them Israeli law, not military law. And so the Palestinian Authority is threatening. Uh, King Abdullah of Jordan is extremely worried. I think, frankly, he has a right to be worried because 80% of the population of Jordan supports ISIS. 92% of the Saudi population supports ISIS. And so we cannot say for sure that ISIS has been defeated. ISIS is making a comeback in Syria and Iraq, and ISIS could take over in Jordan and also in Saudi Arabia, which would require Israeli military intervention in those countries. And so, what I'm saying here is we have a very interesting time with our neighbors. Actually, Israel's relations with the other Arab countries surrounding us, especially in the Gulf, our relations have improved dramatically with these countries, even with Saudi Arabia. And there is talk of relations, but again, we shall see after the annexation July 1st. And our meeting with Ann Stacy is June 23rd. So there's going to be a lot of anticipation um, as to what's going to happen. But at least the good news is that there is a party, there is a government. My party is not yet in, and we have a lot of work to do to reach out to a population of 500,000 Israelis who are not Jewish, according to the rabbinate. Many are half Jewish on the father's side, half Jewish on the mother's side, doesn't matter. A lot of people who do not have representation at all in the Knesset. And so we have to roll up our sleeves and do a lot of campaigning, a lot of meeting. And the purpose of this trip to the United States is to raise the funds so that we can go back to Israel and keep working with the different populations in Israel and do publicity, radio, TV, newspapers. And at this stage, you guys gave us $60,000 to pay off the lawyers and the registration fees. So now we have a Cadillac, but now we need the gasoline for the Cadillac to drive. And so thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in a few days.